Hello and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I've been in New Mexico finishing up my degree, and I've officially finished my degree. I get my diploma at the end of July. I'm officially done with college for now, which is very exciting. I'm one step closer to getting my degree, and I will have a degree by the end of July. So that's very exciting for me. So that's where I've been. So that's why there's been a lack of uploads, because it's hard to record reviews when you're going out in the desert every day for several hours a day to collect rocks and do research on them. So yeah, today we're starting the new wave of Hammond Collection. I'm still trying to find the Mutodon. I think most people still are, and then my Scorpius Rex won't be here until July, but I've got the Hypsilophodon, Dilophosaurus, and Indominus Rex for us to look at. We're going to start with the Hypsilophodon, kind of ease you guys into the more exciting review and just kind of jump into something a little bit easier for me to review, get my hang of things. I hope to bring you guys more content. I want to bring you guys some more longer form content this summer, kind of do some more retroactive looks at some older Mattel figures, or maybe even some Kenner or Hasbro stuff. So that's the goal. But today we're taking a look at the Hammond Collection Hypsilophodon. This is not one I don't think anybody's excited for. It's not a bad figure, don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's very similar to the Dryosaurus, a figure people already were like, okay, not really excited for that. And then this was just the weird one. It's like, why? I don't get the whole doing non-movie dinosaurs in the Hammond Collection, but consistently they do one every wave now, so I think it's kind of a thing they do. Would rather get human figures, but those don't sell as well, and these clearly are selling, so. It is weird that they do this one. Would make it the easier one to get, and then the Mutodon's the hard one to get when that's the one that's in the movie, but who knows what's going on with Mattel. This is Hypsilophodon. Target shipped it to me, so of course the box is mangled. This is True FX, even though it doesn't appear in any of the movies. Hammond Collection, you got the render here. Hammond Collection Hypsilophodon, Jurassic World. Side of the box has the figure and then the blurb, which I'll read on the back. It's not on the back, I guess. Did they send me an international one? Yeah, it looks like they sent me an international packaging variant. That's right here. The Hypsilophodon has increased posability, multiple points of articulation, and dynamic accessories for epic scene creations. You got the rest of the wave. Hypsilophodon, Dilophosaurus will be coming soon, and then Mutodon as soon as I get it. I would like to review rest of the render. There's that UPC code. I've seen these guys at my Target. They're the only figures of this wave I've actually seen in person, is the Hypsilophodon. And yeah, this wave was kind of a pain to get, but now that it's out, it's not been too bad. And I've got the Indominus, which is the one that matters. So yeah, Hypsilophodon, let's go ahead and crack this figure out of the box. I have new knives, so I'm excited to use those. So here's the Hypsilophodon out of the box. You know, you can't have a Mattel figure without some quality control issues. Mine, the hand is incredibly loose, and the paint is in plastic, or not like mechanically separated on this hand, but it's not too bad. There's been worse Mattel QC issues. I've had to return figures mid-video. So, not bad. I'm just gonna, if you like this figure, I understand why, but this one is not one for me. I'll say that. I like Hypsilophodon as a dinosaur. It's just, it's never appeared in any of the movies. I think it just was added to Evolution 3. Like, not new to Evolution 3, but like that was its first appearance. And I think this is loosely based off of that design. It's kind of an odd, like, why would they make this figure? But for what it is, it's not bad. It's very green. Colors do pop. I do like the greens. And then the little greens have like a mustard, darker green circle in there. So it's well painted. It looks solid. We'll take a closer look at the figure here just so you can see. The eye, I really don't like. It doesn't, like, you can hardly tell there's a pupil. It looks just kind of lazily applied. But the red paint is nice, and it does have a nice kind of gloss to it, so that does look good. The beak looks good, teeth look good, like the head sculpt's fine, it's just the eyes kind of weirdly printed. The neck looks good as well, you got paint on the neck. moving down the body, you've got these like lime green speckles all throughout, and then it continues all the way down. You do have that darker green circle, and then the tail is painted pretty much all the way to the end, but then the bottom half of the figure barely has any paint. I would have liked them maybe to continue the speckling on the thigh. You can leave the rest of the legs blank, and then the arms are completely blank. The fingernails are painted, they're this dark brown color, and then the toes match. So it's pretty standard for a current Hammond Collection figure, especially one that does not appear in the movies. It's very reminiscent of that. The articulation's fine, and it has noticeably less balancing issues than other smaller Hammond Collection figures I've opened, which is nice. And it does look decent. Definitely not the greatest figure in the world. The jaw, they do that weird removable thing that they did with the Dryosaurus, and it's this new thing where instead of having an articulated jaw, it is removable. So we also get the closed jaw, and yeah, there it is with the closed jaw. It looks okay. Looks a lot more herbivore-y with the closed jaw. You do have paint on both jaws, like the teeth are painted here, and surprisingly, they're painted here, which they were not on the Dryosaurus. So maybe this guy got a bit of a bigger budget, or my Dryosaurus is defective, which that might also be the case. I would have rather just had a jaw that opens and closes, but it doesn't look bad, and it looks pretty flush with the figure. Like, it doesn't look out of place, so that's good. It's a Hammond Collection figure, so it's pretty well articulated. The head, you know, will move side to side at the neck joint and at the head joint. It'll move up and down pretty far, so you can kind of get it up. I kind of like the more like this. Arms are articulated. I don't know if you can see it. The arms do articulate. This arm is so loose, though. It's a little annoying. And these do feel pretty fragile and flimsy, but that might just be because it's super loose. But even the other arm feels pretty loose, so I would just suggest being careful with that. The legs are articulated. They'll move back and forth. They'll move out from the body. You got a joint here at the knee. That's probably going to be pretty tight. No. So that'll bend and swivel. You got another joint here at like the mid leg that'll allow it to bend, and then the foot obviously is articulated, and then the tail is articulated. It'll rotate and bend and all that. So yeah, Hypsilophodon. It's a simple non-movie dinosaur Hammond figure. It's not bad. It's not fantastic. I'm gonna grab some stuff to compare it to because I know that's what we want to see. But as far as my ranking of this guy, he's just fine, like a solid 6.5, maybe a 7. Like, it's solid, it's consistent. You're not gonna get it and be disappointed, but you're not gonna get it and be like, wow. It's fine, perfectly serviceable for what it is. Hopefully we can get some more exciting Hammond figures coming up. This last wave was pretty exciting, but also disappointing in ways. And this being, I did this one first because I know I'd be the most disappointed with it. That's why I did it first instead of, you know, having all these peaks, and then I'm ending with, yeah, Hypsilophodon's here. I'm just going to go ahead and do the Hypsilophodon's here, and it's worth it. If you like this dinosaur, if you're a completionist, or if you just need some more herbivores to liven up a shelf, it's a pretty solid pick. I wouldn't, like, herd build this unless I can find, like, to go down to, like, $1 on clearance, or, like, $2, but for what it is, I'm glad to have it, and I'm going to go grab some comparisons so we can kind of see how it stacks up to some other Hammond Collection figures. So here it is with the other recent Mattel Hammond Collection herbivores. I will say of these three, I think it's the worst of them. The Dryosaurus is honestly a pretty solid figure. The Mosasaurus is solid as well. They're all solid. They're all fine. But I will give props. He does have added arm articulation here, while the Dryosaurus does not. So that's cool. But yeah, they're fine figures. They're all fine figures. They look good next to each other. It's cool that we're getting more unique, kind of more game-styled. Like, I'll throw up the picture. I think this is based off of the Evolution 3 design. It looks much better than the other Mattel Hypsilophodon that came out somewhat recently. I do prefer this design, but I don't know. This and the Dryosaurus are very similar to me. I honestly thought they were similar sculpts. They are different sculpts, however, but they're both green, weird little guys that they just threw in. So that's my thoughts. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments. Let me know what you think of this figure, and I'll see you guys in the next video.